Hi, my name is Mindy and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a book haul right now. These first two books I got from publishers. The first one is called Poisoned by Jennifer Donnelly. It's once upon a time, a girl named Sophie rode into the forest with the queen's huntsman. Her lips were the color of ripe cherries, her skin as soft as new-fallen snow, her hair as dark as midnight. When they stopped to rest, the huntsman took out his knife and removed Sophie's heart. It shouldn't have come as a surprise. Sophie had heard the rumors, the whispers. They said she was too kind and foolish to rule, a waste of a princess, a disaster of a future queen, and Sophie believed them. She believed everything she'd heard about herself, the poisonous words people used to keep girls like Sophie from becoming too powerful, too strong. With the help of 7 mysterious strangers, Sophie manages to survive. But when she realizes that the jealous queen might not be to blame for the attack, Sophie must find the courage to face a more terrifying enemy, proving that even the darkest magic can't extinguish the fire burning inside every girl, and that kindness is the ultimate form of strength. I'm sorry. This is so shiny, it's reflecting my camera, so. And then the next book I got here is also sent to me by publishers, and it's called Save Steve by Jenny Hendricks and Ted Kaplan. Fast-paced and ridiculously funny, Save Steve is both heartfelt and laugh-out-loud hilarious. A must-read. Both laugh-out-loud hilarious and wholly emphatic, Save Steve is another incredible effort from Hendricks and Kaplan. Fans of Unpregnant will be sure to love their second novel and find themselves rooting for both Cam and Steve along the way. Okay, and I bought the next two books at Barnes & Noble's. They were having a buy one, get one, 50% off. So I bought The Chain, basically because it was blurb by Stephen King. And it says, this nightmarish story is incredibly propulsive and original. You can't shake it for a long time. And the author is Adrian McKenty. Says, you just dropped off your child at the bus stop. A panicked stranger calls your phone. Your child has been kidnapped. The stranger then explains that their child has also been kidnapped by a completely different stranger. The only way to get your child back is to kidnap another child. You are now part of the chain. And I got this one. I got this book. This was my full price book. It was $16.99. And my half price book I got was A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And I know this has been around on BookTube for a while. It says, fall in love and break the curse. Break the curse and save the kingdom. So, and then the next two books I got were my book of the month for this month. And my book of the month pick for this month was The Invisible Life of Adie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. It says, a life no one will remember, a story you will never forget. And because it's spooky season, I thought I'd get Mexican Gothic. And this is from the author of Gods of Jade and Shadow comes this reimagining of the classic Gothic suspense novel, a story about an isolated mansion in 1950s Mexico and the brave socialite drawn to the treacherous secrets. And then in these next 5 books I got are for book tours I'm doing. The first one is Call From Home. It's the book 3 in the Admiralty Archives by Joni Parker. The Admiralty Archives, Book 3. If home is where the heart is, the warrior Lady Alexin is very far from home indeed. Banished from her home in the elves' realm of Eladon to the mortal world of near-future London, and robbed of her magic, she has no choice but to try and find a place in a world where she doesn't fit in. Yet for all their peculiarities, the mortals have not been unkind. She has a new career as a high-fashion runway model, her very own flat in a posh section of town, and a host of opportunities to socialize with a variety of admirers, including a handsome detective inspector from Scotland Yard. Yet nothing but her former training as a tracker and assassin could have prepared her for the discovery that beautiful young elven women are being kidnapped and trafficked as slaves into the mortal world by the notorious rock elves, working with the white supremacist 23rd Infantry, an unholy alliance led by Alex's old nemesis, Sawgrass. As the truth unravels, her mission is clear. A call from home she cannot allow to go unanswered, even if it means her life. And the next book I have is called Bird in Hand by Nikki Stern. And it says, when Arlie Fitch's body washes up on Maryland's eastern shore, Lieutenant Sam Tate is charged with finding out who killed the popular guide and treasure hunter. Fitchett, she discovers, was obsessed with finding a rare carving stolen by Shakespeare Bay pirates in 1718 and hiding nearby. No one knows if the story is true, but several locals seem to share Fitchett's interest in the wooden bird with the sapphire eye. Any one of them could be the next victim. One of them is definitely a murderer. And the next one is called Dark River by Avery Jenkins. Aging gray market dealer Asa Sierre may not know exactly who he is or why he's here, but he does know one thing. He's going to find the murderer of the teenage girl haunting his visions regardless of the cost. Aided by Buddhist adept Tanya Ito and street-smart Navia Arias, Asa tries to unravel the mystery surrounding the decades-old murder. His only lead are a small-town drug dealer and a stolen manuscript that nobody can decipher. Stalked by a Chinese mob that wants its manuscript back, and the killer who wants to put Asa at the bottom of the river, Asa dodges disaster until he faces the brutal truth. To bring justice to the girl, he will have to die twice. And then The Feast and Other Horrifying Tales by David Voorhees. A collection of short stories that take place on different holidays over the course of the year. They have New Year's, a new day, a new life. Grant Curtis is arrested on New Year's Day and charged with the murder of his wife, Carla. In Easter, the resurrection, a resurrected Kyle Gardner seeks vengeance on Pastor Brian. The Vengeance of Cassidy Clay is a narrative poem that takes place on Halloween. And the poem tells the story of a slave hunter who haunts the woods long after his death, and more. And the last one I have here is Selling Christmas by Angelina Good. And it's 3-bed, 2-bath room for Santa. Helping people find their dream house has always come natural to Caroline. She's able to set the stage perfectly so her clients can imagine spending the holidays in their new home, even though she doesn't decorate her own. But when her boss assigns her to oversee the first annual Christmas tour of homes, Caroline thinks she may be in over her head. As Christmas faith brings Caroline and Luke together, they just might be exactly what the other one needs to make it through the holidays. Caroline starts to find the inspiration and joy in decorating again, and Luke learns from Caroline how to look for the spirit of Christmas in all that's around him. Until Luke unknowingly stumbles across Caroline's past, a past that keeps Caroline from looking to a future with Luke. Can Caroline and Luke find their way to happily ever after? Or is the only thing happening keeping them from finding it is each other? Okay, well, that's all I have for now. So, thanks for stopping by. I hope everybody's keeping safe. And, don't really have anything else to say. Okay, have a good day. Bye.